It is always great catching up with my next guest, the Bellator middleweight champion, Gegard Mousasi, who's going to be defending his title against Austin Vanderford, Bellator 275, February 25th. Gegard, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
That's good to hear, man. How did your day go? It's like the evening time in Amsterdam, right?
Yeah, I went to the physio. I did some training, now eating. So not much, just last week is more recovery and keeping up the trainings, keeping it sharp, and then go to the fight week.
Before we talk about your fight, I don't know if you caught the Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker fight over the weekend. Did you happen to see it?
I saw a glimpse of it. I skipped a lot of it, but I didn't watch. I didn't watch the whole fight.
Did you hear about Jared Cannonier knocking out Derek Brunson on that card? Did you see that?
That one I saw. Yeah, that was impressive. He's a strong guy. Physically, he's very strong. So I enjoyed that fight. And Derek Brunson is not easy. You know, he's a strong individual himself. So he looked impressive.
Were you expecting Cannonier to win that fight? I know, obviously, you probably know Brunson from Strikeforce, but was that the outcome you were expecting? Was Jared winning by knockout?
Not by knockout, but he's a guy who comes to fight, and at middleweight, he's a real problem for a lot of guys. So he's physically very strong. I wouldn't say he's the most technical guy, but he comes to fight, and he has mentality, so he can beat anybody.
That's excellent. And do you think Cannonier will give Israel Adesanya any problems based off what you saw? Because he's got a lot of power, right? That's what makes him interesting in the weight class.
Of course, anyone has a chance. But the way Israel looks right now, you would have to go with Israel. But everyone has a chance.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about you. When did you find out about this fight? I know you knew that this fight was going to be next, but when did you actually sign the bout agreement as far as to making this fight for February 25th?
2 months ago, 3 months ago, probably. Okay. I don't know.
Any reason why it took so long? Because I know you would have wanted to fight a little bit sooner, I imagine, right?
Yeah, but Scott promised. What I've seen also with other fighters, Ryan Bader. These guys are all fighting more this year, so I'm expecting to fight more this year.
Is this correct me if I'm wrong, is this your first time fighting in Ireland?
No, I've fought Ireland twice, so it is my third time.
Oh, cool. Okay, are you excited to go back there? They're a passionate, MMA fan base, obviously with Conor McGregor being their leader, right?
Irish people are very friendly. I enjoy. They're passionate guys, MMA fans. So I enjoy fighting them.
And you're fighting Austin Vanderford, 11-0 record. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here? Obviously, a very good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler. He goes for takedowns. He holds you down. And then, but if I take those weapons away from him, he's in a world of trouble.
How much do you think your experience will play a factor in this fight? Because Austin's only got 11 pro fights. You have a ton. My math's not very good, but you have a lot of fights. Let's put it that way.
Well, he has a lot of college wrestling. I count that as also experience. And he paces himself very well in the fight. It's not like he knows how to win a round. So I don't see any trouble him going 5 rounds.
What have you made of his run in Bellator so far? Because it's kind of been surprising in the sense that, he was a guy in Contender Series. The UFC didn't sign him. He came to Bellator, and he's been undefeated since. What have you thought of the run he's had in Bellator?
Obviously undefeated. Tough guy. Hungry. I haven't watched a lot of his fights, but I know how he fights. And worthy opponent. They're going to test him, see what he's made of.
Yeah, it's a really good opportunity for both of you. As far as training camp, anything different for this camp, or has it been primarily the same? Where have you been training for this training camp?
I'm better than ever. That's all I can say. So he's not gonna have a good day.
Okay. What specifically has made you better than ever in this training camp?
God made me. God gave me something special.
Okay. What about training partners? Who have you mainly worked with this camp?
Rainier the Ritter. Two-time double champ at ONE FC. Gokhan, my friend, is also fighting on the card. The usual guys, my friends,
Yeah, a lot of kickboxers though too. You train with a lot of like, because that's sort of traditionally what you've done in your training camps. Did you get to work with Costello this camp, Costello Vancinas? I know you guys have worked before.
No, well, Costello is injured. He has ACL surgery, so he's out for a while. I also train with my friend Joy Berkenbos for wrestling a lot. He shoots also very low. And Ricardo and my trainers, the wrestling trainers I have. And for like with Ricardo, he's a heavyweight. He keeps me down, I get up. And with my friend Joey, he takes me down, and I try to defend it. So
Okay.
we're prepared for the fight, of course.
Did you work specifically on wrestling for this camp, or did you work on everything?
Well, wrestling, getting up, and then if I stand up is my thing, and if I stop one of his takedown, top position, I'll do a lot of damage. So I have to make him pay for his mistakes.
And what do you make as well? I think this is one of the first times where I don't know if he's going to be cornering him, but Austin's at American Top Team. King Mo, your former opponent, also works there. What do you make of? I don't know. I'm sure Austin's going to be working with King Mo just because you guys fought years ago, right, in Strikeforce.
Well, yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay. But what did you? Because that was a pretty interesting fight back in the day, and I remember King Mo was talking a lot of smack and stuff. I don't know if he's going to try and teach Austin any of that. Austin's a pretty polite guy, though. I don't expect you're imagining any trash talk there, right?
Well, I haven't heard anything so far. I don't care. Back then I wasn't also, was the first guy that was talking crap, and but I'm not. I'm a lot older now, so it doesn't bother me. Anyone, if they want to promote the fight, it's better than me boring. So they can do whatever they want.
How's the weight cut going? I see you're eating or about to eat some food right now. Everything going according to plan?
I'm heavy. I'm 206.
Okay.
I'm older. The weight is not coming down that easily anymore.
When will you cut the majority of your weight? Is it when you get to Ireland, or are you going to do a bunch before you leave?
No, I'm already looking what I'm eating, so slowly going down from now. So it won't be that difficult. I will make weight. Won't be any issue.
Yeah, you've never missed weight. And also, how long is the plane ride for you? Like, how long is it going to take you to get to Ireland in terms of flights and all that?
I think 1 hour, but I have to adjust my times also here because usually I go US. I sleep here 4 or 5 in the morning. So if I go fighting in Ireland, I have to adjust my time. So I have to go every day a little bit earlier to bed to adjust myself. So it's actually a burden to fight in Europe.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, because you kind of train your body for the UF's time zone, I'm assuming, right? Which is
I just I'm a night guy.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah. So did I hear you correctly? You go to bed at 4 or 5 in the morning?
Yes.
Wow.
There's a lot of activities going on in the night.
For sure. Okay, you're a party animal. I guess you don't party too much during camp. You usually play video games.
Party. It's COVID. There's no party. Nothing.
You're playing FIFA. That's your partying, right?
I don't know. People can make up whatever they want.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. Who's going to be making the trip with you as far as your cornerman?
Well, I'm flying with like 10 guys who are like 10, but like 30 people come. That's close to me. 30 people, something like that. So it's gonna be a big group.
Interesting. Well, what about your corner specifically?
Well,
I was going to say, you're the champ. You should have as many people as you want, right? You can roll with as many as you want. But what about in the cage with you that night? Who will be cornering
you? Same guys. Ricardo, brother, Joey, Cameron,
And how do you envision the fight playing out on February 25th? How do you think the fight's going to go down?
There's no game plan. I mean, the plan is to make him work, a little bit like Chris Weidman. I just have to come and I have to fight. With this guy, it's going to be fighting. So if he keeps take me down, I get up right away or make him work all the time. Because those takedowns going to cost him a lot of energy, and then so I'm going to put also I want to finish. I want to go for the finish. So no more jabbing and running. So.
Do you have any idea who's going to fight the winner of this fight? Because I don't think there's really a contender right now that, I know that you have the rankings, but is there anyone you're thinking will fight the winner of this fight?
Well, you have Tokov. He's a tough guy. You have Yoel Romero, but he's fighting light heavyweight now. I don't know who's in middleweight.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, because I don't think there's like a clear-cut contender next. Is there any possibility of you going up to 205? Because I know you fought there in Strikeforce.
Yeah, when is the tournament ending? I don't know.
It should be ending soon, I think. Yeah. So you figure after the tournament you might go up to 205?
But I've heard from my manager, and that's speculation. End of the year, lightweight.
Okay, there you go. That's really
That's his
interesting.
idea. That's what he thinks, but I don't know for sure. But
Okay.
yeah, lightweight end of the year if everything goes well.
Would you still keep your middleweight title, or would you vacate it?
I'm not a lightweight, so if I go there, just win the belt, hit him with the, yeah, that's it, you know.
Yeah,
and then run away again.
Interesting. So you'd want to be a 2-division champion then at the same time?
I don't care to, you know. I just want to do my fights. And,
yeah, no, I agree.
You know, I'm a company guy, so if they, you know, if they feel like it's gonna be a good massive fight, yeah, we'll do it.
If you were to go back up to 205, would you want to bulk up, or would you just sort of go in like you normally are? Because you do cut weight to get to middleweight, right?
Well, I'm, you know, those guys are 230 at the light heavyweight. So I'm let's say I'm not cutting 210, 215. That's a massive weight difference. And my weight is not muscle, you know. It's not.
Right.
So, but we'll see. I don't know. It's not. It's like I'm gonna have some months to bulk up. So I'm gonna try to get up a little bit, but not too much.
What did you think of Yoel Romero's debut against Phil Davis? What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, he's getting older also, you know, but the light heavyweight is not his division. You know, it's just a lot of things that he can do at middleweight. He's going to have trouble doing it at light heavyweight. And light heavyweight in Bellator is much better now than UFC. They have more tough competition.
And is that still a fight you'd want? I know Romero's fighting Melvin Manhoff. Is that a fight you'd like down the line, is to fight Yoel Romero?
No one likes to fight by Yoel Romero. Why would I want to fight him?
Well, no, because he's older. I don't know. Like you just mentioned it there. Like you said, he's a little bit older. So I don't know if that you could see an opportunity where, hey, you could get a win over a pretty notable opponent, right?
Well, I hope Melvin wins, so I don't have to fight him.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
You know, he's coming off 4 losses or something like that. I don't know. But
he is, yeah.
Still a very dangerous opponent. So fighting him is not gonna do anything for me. But if they make the fight, I take it.
How would you look at that fight stylistically? Romero's got good wrestling. He's got good stand-up, but you obviously have really good stand-up too.
Karate is on my side, so I beat him.
Okay, a couple more fun questions here before we get out of here. We've spoken about this before. Like, do you have a timeline of how much longer you want to keep fighting? Because I'm sure you're thinking of the future, right? 3
fights this year, and then we see. So I'm not gonna look that far, but I hope to do 3 fights this year. If the schedule, no injuries, they give me the fights, I do 3 fights, and then I look for the next year. But so far 3.
Is there anywhere you haven't fought yet? Because, you know, Bellator travels all around the world. Is there somewhere that they've gone that you would like to fight at? Like, you know, like Hawaii, for example. Is there anywhere that you want to go fight? Do you have any preference?
Well, Israel. That would be there. You know, I've never been there, so I'm curious how it's there, you know.
Cool. Okay, so Israel. And then is there anywhere else in the world you'd like to fight that you haven't fought yet?
No.
Okay.
Holland.
Because you fought everywhere, man.
Holland.
Like, you look at Holland. Okay, yeah, there you go.
They were planning to come to Holland, but, you know, COVID and all that stuff. So, of course, first of all, Holland.
I saw on your Instagram you met Uriah Hall, your former opponent, and you gave him a Gegard Mousasi mug. My big question is, where can we get that mug? Because that looked pretty cool.
A 16-year-old girl made it in the gym, so I don't know. I have to. My brother said, "Oh, if you like the cup, ask if she can make more." So she made a couple more, and I gave it for fun away.
Oh, nice.
As a joke, so it was funny.
Did Uriah like the mug? Did he keep it?
I told him I'm gonna check up on him if he doesn't. If he didn't have thrown it away. But
you should just call him randomly and see if he still has it. Be like, I need proof that you still kept the mug, you know?
I have to FaceTime him to see if it's in his bedroom or not.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. And I know you used to sell T-shirts as well. Do you still have those? Like, 'cause then you used to have your own custom-made T-shirts.
T-shirts. I don't know. You know, Affliction made T-shirts. Tap Out made T-shirts. It was a long time ago. I don't have any T-shirts. No.
They should get on that because I think fans would buy them.
No one's
right?
gonna buy. Who's gonna buy Mousasi shirt?
Bellator fans, I'd buy one, Gegard. I think they'd be cool.
Believe me,
So.
There's not a lot of Mousasi fans.
I disagree. Yeah.
Okay, no.
Before we go, you talked about staying up late. Are you playing any video games right now? What have you been up to as far as downtime? What are you watching? Any movies, TV shows, video games? What have you been up to?
Streets of Rage I play on PlayStation, and that's
cool.
it. Constantly the same stupid game.
Are you getting better at games? Because I know you say your friends beat you sometimes.
I'm trying to get the maximum score, but it's very difficult. But Streets of Rage is good. It's like from Sega.
I remember. I think we're around the same age. I used to play Streets of Rage on Sega Genesis, and the new one's really good.
Game on PlayStation. Yeah. I'm playing it like for 2 years, same level all the time.
Who's your favorite character?
I play with that girl with the guitar. I don't know what's her name.
Yeah, Blaze? I know she's. Blaze. Yeah, Blaze. Yeah. No, she's really awesome. And actually, I do have one more question. One of the big things, I don't know if you've seen it, is Francis Ngannou is sort of at odds with the UFC over his pay and everything like that. Do you think he can make any real change? Because this is the first time we've had a really notable heavyweight champion.
I hope he goes to boxing and make some money.
Well, I think he's under contract, so he's trying to get paid more in the UFC. Do you think he'll succeed because he's such a big name?
UFC, I don't know. They might let him go.
You think so?
Yeah, because they want maybe Jon Jones to come back, and they might let him go. Make an example. Okay. They do those stuff. A lot of good fighters went away and came back. So I know UFC plays sometimes, but if he wants to get paid, if he can do some boxing fight, he makes in one fight what he was making in 10 fights in UFC. He should do that.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And you mentioned Jon Jones there. How do you think Jon's going to do at heavyweight? Because he was a pretty big light heavyweight when he competed.
Well, I think he would do very well against anybody, but except maybe Ngannou, because that guy hits hard. He's not that good technically, but he's just very powerful. So that would be a very risky fight for Jones. But other than that, I feel like he can beat all the other guys, and he can beat Ngannou too. But I think that's a risky fight. This is just one shot. He throws, he makes. So that's a risky fight. Like going in casino and playing roulette. Because it's a fight. Eventually, you will get hit.
I agree with you there. Gegard, thanks so much for doing this. I know I'm cutting into dinner right now. What are you eating for dinner, by the way? I need to know.
Dolma. It's like...
Let's see it.
Oh,
cool.
It looks so...
yeah, I see it. It looks good.
It doesn't look that good on the camera, but...
Yeah, it's tasty. What does it taste like?
It's leaf and then stuff in it.
Cool. There we go. Food reviews next time. We got to do that in the interviews. Gegard, thanks so much for the time. If there's anyone you want to thank, I'll give you the last word.
Okay, kids, go to school and don't do drugs. That's it. Goodbye, everybody.